Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Chakra Vasini Devi Namaste, Shivakama Sundari Devi Namaste, Shri Krishna Sodari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Padmadala Lochani Devi Namaste, Bhakta Paripalini Devi Namaste, Parvat Vartini Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Karunavilasini Devi Namaste, Katyayani Gauri Devi Namaste, Kadamvanvasini Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Shakti Parameshwari Devi Namaste, Shambhuman Mohini Devi Namaste, Shankari Kripakari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Annapurneshwari Devi Namaste, Akhilandeshwari Devi Namaste, Abhaya Pradayini Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Satyaswarupini Devi Namaste, Sadguru Rupini Devi Namaste, Dharma Swarupini Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Akhanda Paripurani Devi Namaste, Adi Parashakti Devi Namaste, Akhila Paripalini Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Ananta Rakshaka Devi Namaste, Saubhagya Daini Devi Namaste, Santane Labh Prade Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Shakti Swarup Pahi Bhuvaneshwari Devi Namaste, Shri Vidya Rupini Devi Namaste, Shakti Swarupini Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste, Rajarajeshwari Devi Namaste. So last time we finished 37th chapter where we heard the story of how Kartikeya was born. He is the incarnation of Sanat Kumar. And we heard the story. Today we'll be starting from the 38th chapter where we are going to hear the story of Maa Tripura. Tripura is herself Gayatri. Gayatri is that Devi. Okay. Ved. The Devi of Ved is Gayatri. Every mantra, every akshar means every vowel, every consonant, every letter, every word that you speak, there is some energy. That energy combined is called Gayatri. We read Gita. So Gita, how is Gita coming to us? In the form of words, form of syllables, form of consonants. Those words carry certain energy. And that energy we hear. And that energy goes in our consciousness and changes our consciousness. So everything is being done by, when you look at in that manner, everything is so subtle. It is done by one energy. Those energies are different, called matrikas. Every vowel, there are 50 vowel and consonants in Hindi, Sanskrit. Everything is called matrika, and all these matrikas combined together is called Gayatri. Gayatri. So Sanskrit language is so poetic sometimes. So you can sing, like Gita also, Bhagavad Gita. Even though everything is written like shloka, but you can sing the entire Gita. There is a meter to it. The entire Gita can be sung. Those Sanskrit slokas, which we, for 1 hour, I discuss and we discuss and we discuss, but that can be sung. That can be, so that singing pattern and Vedas, everything that we read in Vedas has a pattern where we sing. That singing, that energy, that flow, that is all combined, called as Gayatri. So that is the story of this Gayatri, which we are going to hear today. And this Maa Tripura became Gayatri. Maa Tripura herself became Katyayani. And then she's become the sister of Krishna, which we will start mostly tomorrow. But today we will get into that Gayatri story. Now, see, I'm going to sing. This is a book written, but I'm going to, you can sing it. Shunute samapravakshami Bhrugu Vansha Vibhushana Bharatya Sat Prabhavam Vai Mahascharya Karam Param. This is not how we talk daily, right? This is like when I'm just reading, I'm like, it's like a tune. Bharatiya para prokta Shankara Varaja Shiva Varnatrayam Trati Sukshma Savitri Tatairita Sadhatra Patni Prage Vivaha Sunuripit Sunirupitah Kadachit Satyaloke Sa Brahmana Savidestita Sabhayam Siddha Devarshi Sametayam Bhruguduha Sanstutam Siddhi Rishibhir Vividai Sanstavai Prithak Anadara Parodhata Tatastavai Prasansita Drishtva Sa Brahmana Swasmin Avagyanam Chukopahi. See, I went like a singing tune. It's a rhythm. That rhythm is Gayatri. And Ved, so we say Gayatri is the energy of the Vedas. Now what is Ved? This Tripura Rahasya I'm reading is Ved. Why is it called Ved? Oh, because our minds are so conditioned. Only 4 Vedas. And there is 5th Veda. Some people will say, oh, there is a 5th Veda. 5th Veda is Mahabharata. Our mind is very conditioned like that. But Ved means knowledge. Ved means knowledge. So you are getting the knowledge of Savitri, of Gayatri, of Ganga, of Tripura from this book. And the pattern in the way it has been written. So this book itself also is a Ved. You are getting some part of it. So this is Ved. You are getting knowledge. And knowledge in a very simple, easier manner so that it can stay. So all the slokas were written in Sanskrit in those times in this pattern because it is very easy. If you can sing something, it is very easy to remember that. Like even in English, when we were small kids, to learn ABCD, we used to sing in tunes. It is very easy to understand like that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. See how easy. Instead of A, B, C, it is very tough. We have learned poetries. And through those poetries, we can understand so many words. Same way, Sanskrit literature also, most of the Sanskrit literature, almost every Sanskrit literature is like that. You can sing. Be it Gita, be it Bhagavatam, be it Devi Rahasya, Devi Tripura Rahasya, everything can be sung. That singing energy, that rhythm, that pattern, all that is. And there are different patterns. There are different patterns in this. So all of that combined together is called Gayatri. So now the Dattatreya says to, O Parshuram, I am going to today tell you the story of Bharti. Bharti means Saraswati. Listen. So Bharti is Saraswati. Saraswati means the goddess of knowledge. So she will be always white in color. She is the goddess of knowledge and she is the wife of Brahma. Obviously, she has to be the wife of Brahma. Brahma has to create this whole universe. Who will help him create? Only that person who can give him the knowledge. So, Saraswati is the wife of Brahma. She is giving him the knowledge to create. This Saraswati is the sister of Shiva. Bharatiya para prokta Shankara Varaja Shiva. She is also known as Savitri. She married Brahmaji, and one time she was sitting near Brahmaji, and so she is very knowledgeable. So all the denizens, the citizens of heaven one day came to Brahma's loka, Brahma's place, and then Brahma, all of them are looking at Savitri. Savitri means Saraswati, and Saraswati is like very beautiful and she is knowledgeable. And she goes on speaking something, and all the Devtas are very happy with Saraswati, and the Devtas are praising, wow, you are so great, mother. All of them are praising the knowledge of Saraswati. So Brahmaji is looking at her. And Brahmaji has one thing in him, Rajogun. Rajogun brings ahankar, ego. So Brahmaji is listening. All the men have come from all the different planets, and they're all praising my wife. And Brahmaji is like, yeah, yeah. So Saraswati saw that. It's like a typical man-woman, okay? Saraswati saw that. Everybody is praising me and my husband. Brahma is like laughing at me sarcastically. He's sarcastic. After everybody goes, she's angry now. Even though she is Satoguni, Satoguni means you're always nice, calm, peaceful, you have the knowledge. But when a Satoguni person also comes in contact with a Rajoguni, Rajoguni means always in mode of passion, their anger will be like this. So she is Satoguni, she is normally calm. Saraswati is normally calm. But now her husband, who is in that sarcastic mode, angry mode, now the Satoguni has become Rajogun. So she also gets angry. So normally a calm person, if they come in contact with an angry person, that anger vibes, they overpower. So she got angry after everybody left. She's like, I saw you. People were praising me so much, and probably you didn't like. Brahma is like, what do you mean? I was smiling throughout. I saw how you were smiling. I could read your face. Don't know? You don't know? I have all the knowledge. So I have the knowledge of your expressions also, what you were doing. You didn't like people praising me. Is it not? Brahma is like, what are you talking? I liked. Don't even think like that I didn't like. I liked. Don't say like that. She's like, no, but everybody was praising and you are making faces there. You didn't even want to listen. And then now they both started fighting. She's like, nothing can happen if I am not there with you. You cannot create this Brahmand, these universes. So why are you getting so upset when people are praising me? Brahmaji is like, what do you think of yourself? Brahmaji in full mode of passion, angry. What do you think of yourself? You think you're so great, I can't do anything without you? I can. What is there? I created things before you. She's like, you are disrespecting me. Talk properly to me. He's like, you are talking like that. So the husband and wife started fighting with each other. For nothing. For nothing. This is what happens in every home. For nothing. The topic is this much, and then you stretch it and stretch it and stretch it, and it's like a bubble gum, You just go on chewing it, stretching it, chewing it, stretching it. So this is what they are doing. So she got so angry. She's like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm not going to participate in any of your activities. All yagyas, in India, in India, all yagyas, all pujas, whenever you do, you have to have your wife along with you. She is your Shakti. She says, you are disrespecting me today. I'm telling you, I'm leaving this place. I won't be living with you anymore. I won't be sitting with you in any of your yagyas, any of your sacrifices. And I don't care. You don't deserve me. Saraswati is so angry. You don't deserve me. You are worth a low caste born. So from henceforward, if you want to do some yagya or anything, go choose somebody lowly who does not have my caliber. Choose somebody of a low caliber. Only she deserves you. You don't deserve me. So Saraswati is very angry. And then Brahmaji also gets angry. So both of them are fighting like this. All the Devtas are there. They had come over there to make to visit them, and all the devtas are in different quarters, and they overheard this conversation. Okay, something is happening between Brahmaji and Saraswati. So all the devtas came there, and they're like, okay, she's angry, and they're like going to Savitri, Mama, don't get angry. Why are you getting angry? Brahmaji, then they go to Brahmaji. Brahmaji is also angry. I am Brahma. They tell Brahmaji, you calm down. If she's angry, you calm down. It's okay. Brahmaji is like, why is she talking like this? And why should I calm down? I didn't do anything. Saraswati is like, you said this thing to me. Brahmaji is like, you misunderstood me. Yeah, I understand very well. So the fight is going on. So the Devtas are like, we can't stop it. Get Vishnu or Shiva. They will be able to stop it. So then they get Vishnu and Shiva. So then Vishnu and Shiva come there. And Tayo krodhena jagati chakampe ativa sarvata tato narayana shivo tatra ajagam aturanjasa shutva vidinja savitrim chamaya stustada videnaivam samujitam tripuraya kalodbhava yete apmanita devi savitri tatra shobhanam shunu devi tvaya ape tacha padanam chintitam. So they said, this first looked at Brahma, and they said, you know what, if Savitri has felt humiliated by your nature, then she is humiliated. You must accept it. And then they look at Savitri. They're like, Savitri, in anger, you said something that you will not participate in the yagnas with Brahma anymore. And some low caliber lady will come and sit with him. So you know what, Savitri, this will happen. Some low caste lady will come and sit with you. You should not have told anything in anger. So when we hear these stories, there are some lessons in this for all of us. Sometimes when we hear the stories of the Devtas, we feel, oh, they are also behaving like us. Yes, they are. Why they are behaving like us? Because of the three gunas. They are in the material world. Brahmaji is creating a material world. So he's in material world, even though he's living in different loka. But the material energy, Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, is there in those lokas also. So you will see all this. Like Shivji gets angry sometimes. Vishnu is getting angry because of the three energies. So anyways, this husband and wife are fighting. And in the fight, they speak such things. So when we speak some things with anger, sometimes with full feeling, those things will happen. It may happen in the future. So it's a lesson for us. We have seen earlier also, Kamdev got burnt, Sati got burnt, Lakshmi had to become Padma Nadi. We have heard those stories. Again, the similar thing is happening here. So husband, wife, when we fight, or anybody, I always teach this. Your words are very powerful. These words coming from your mouth are not ordinary. They are energy. In India, they say, Shabd vai Brahma. Brahma means these words. They're eternal. Whatever you speak is going with an energy outside, and it will affect you. If not today, someday, later, it will. So people who are on the spiritual path, they are very aware of what they are speaking. And the more you grow in your spiritual vibe, more careful you have to become. You cannot utter useless words because you will be the one suffering. You are growing spiritually and you keep saying, oh, I'm depressed, my life is not good, my life is not good. Let me tell you, no matter how much worship you are doing, you're not changing that language of yours. You're still going with the old language. And remember, you will keep attracting bad things in your life. I'm doing so much puja, but why am I getting so much bad things in your life? Because you are not watchful of what you are speaking. People at home fight with each other. Husband, wife. Wife is like fully devoted, praying to God all the time. And you're angry in your mind and then you speak something about your husband. You spoke something to your husband. Who is going to suffer? Husband or you? Long time ago, there is a lady used to come to my father. I always say one lady, but there were so many ladies. Okay. So many ladies. And same problem, troubled by husband. Poor husband, I don't know where does he go to tell his troubles. I don't know. I have yet to meet husbands like that. But ladies, yes, they have a lot of problem with their husbands. And then she'll be like, she used to come to my father to ask for something, and my father will be like, no, pray for the benefit of everybody at home. Pray for peacefulness. Pray for shanti. You don't pray something that, something change my husband's mind. You don't pray like that. You pray, let peace be in my house. But she will not believe that. She has gone to so many tantrics. This is an experience of my life. I've seen. Went to so many tantrics, do something on my husband. This is his picture. Do something on my husband. Whether the tantric did or anything or not doesn't matter. Throughout your mind, in your home, throughout your mind, through your speech, constantly, you're only strategizing how to punish him. Whether tantric thing happen or not doesn't matter. But what is the vibe that you're leaving in the house? And you think you're very pious. You are praying to Devi. But what is the vibe? What is your thought? Be watchful. Many years later, this lady's husband died. Early death. People will say untimely, but there is nothing untimely, I believe, like that. He died. The karmic pattern was such that he had to die, and she has to suffer. If this lady, see, if somebody has a nature, they have brought this nature from past life. Now, when I think of that incident, that lady is old, probably she must have also passed away. But when I think of this whole thing, and I used to sit and analyze and understand my spiritual context, so that person died in our language, untimely, early death. So husband died. The son was almost out of college. And then when the husband died, she was like crying again for no reason. I have this problem. I have that problem. Where do I go? I tell my problem. At least my husband were there. My son does not listen to me. My son does not listen to me. My son does not listen to me. All right. The son got married. Love marriage. Chose his own. Now this lady is not liking it. He married out of his own, whomever he chose, he married. Whomever he chose, he married. Then again, after many years, he came back to my father one more time. My father's like, so what? He married his own. Be happy. Your husband is not there. Be happy with your son. No, I don't like his wife. His wife is very political, strategize, very diplomatic. She plays games at home. All, if your mind is corrupt, you think everybody is playing games with you. So she's a mother-in-law. She's a daughter-in-law. She is a young girl. Now when I think in perspective, she was just a young girl. And you are a matured woman. You've gone through life's experiences. How should you behave? No. She did something on my son. My son was always listening to me. And that's why, my son is not listening to me anymore. She has done something on my son. Now she's doing all tantric prayog against her daughter-in-law. The vibe that you're living in the home, you lost your husband. Now you think you just want to find somebody who is troubling you. But you have to just find one character, that's it. First it was your husband. For some time then it is your son. Now the attention has gone from son to daughter-in-law. The daughter-in-law is busy in her work. He doesn't have time for all this. But no, your mind, because you have done so much tantra on your husband, that your mind will always tell you, this lady, this daughter-in-law is doing things on me. Eventually, when you're living such negative vibes at home, you think you're praying, but you're living negative vibes along with that. What will happen? The negative vibes are going to affect. Constant fight in the son and the mother. And then eventually, separation. So the son and the daughter-in-law living separately. She's living separately. So now you should be happy. The pain is gone. You're all alone on yourself. No. It is so painful. Do something. I want my son back. I want my son back. I want my son back. Negative vibe, negative vibe. Son also passed away in an accident. Power of words, power of thoughts. Very important, very, very important. Everything that you speak from your mouth is carrying some energy. It's very important. So whatever you know, all this knowledge is okay. But why is this knowledge being given? Application of that in life is more important. So when you are in home, we look at Brahma, we look at Saraswati, they are fighting with each other. Their fight is to give us lesson how we have to live. One person is very Satogun, one person is very Rajogun in the family. Brahma is Rajoguni, she is Satoguni. But what happens? And both of them, they are cursing each other. And this will happen. So here, all the Devtas came, the Vishnu came, and they came and they were like, you should not do this. Now, since you curse each other, this is going to happen. All right. And with this body, O Savitri, you will not be able to participate in Brahma's yagyas anymore. And they are still angry with each other. The anger is still not subsiding. And then Brahma said, okay, you go. You become a low caste woman, and then only you will be my wife. So Brahma also cursed. And then both of them, cursing each other. And after that, when she got, okay, you are telling that to me, I'll become a low caste, Brahma. Okay, you will also lose your thing, and you will also be looking for another low caste wife. And then they went on cursing each other, and the Devtas then intervened. And the Devtas are like, please stop it, not necessary, and stop it. And Savitri said, I'm not going to stay in this place anymore. I'm leaving this place. And Brahmaji also says, okay, I'm going to Pushkar to do some tapasya and calm my mind. So after that, Brahmaji left from there, and then he went to a place called Pushkar. It's a tirtha, and he went there and he wanted to do a yagya there. He called Vishwakarma, who is the architect of the Devtas. He called Vishwakarma and said, Vishwakarma, I want to do this yagya. Make a nice yagya vedi, make a nice place where I'll be doing this homa. And Vishwakarma started making the arrangements. Invitations were sent to Bhrigu, Kashyap, Kardam, Vashishta, Pulaha, Agastya, etc. All these great rishis were invited for the yagya. Then all the munis were invited, the sages were invited, all the experts in Vedas, all the experts in music came there, Indra, etc. came there, the Gandharvas, the Apsaras, and Vidyadharas, Kim Purush, Kinnar, Mahanagas, everybody were invited. All the Gandharvapatis were invited. Everybody, all of them came to Pushkar. The date was decided, and then Brahmaji was sitting there, and Savitri, the invitation was sent to Savitri also. So all the Devtas went to Savitri and said, this big yagya is being arranged. Savitri ji, you come, without you the yagya will not happen. Savitri said, okay, I'll come for the yagya. Savitri was getting ready, and women, when they get ready, yeah, I'm coming in 5 minutes. And that 5 minutes become 30 minutes. So same way with Savitri. Savitri is getting ready, and the muhurat, the timing, the auspicious timing is going away. So Brahma got so restless. She's like, when is Savitri coming? She's going to come or not come for this yagya? Go, somebody call her. And everybody is going there and trying to call, but Savitri is like, yeah, I'm coming. Tell him to wait. I'm coming. I'll be there. I'm just ready. I'm getting ready. And by the time the auspicious time was almost about to get over, Brahmaji got restless. And then he said, please, I have to get somebody else here. Go and find out somebody whom you can find who resembles Savitri, and I will do the yagya with her. So all the Devtas went there, and there they saw a gopi. Gopi means the cowherd tribe. There's the cowherders in India. They are called gop. So they saw one girl from this gop community the cowherd community. And then and she resembled Savitri. She was very beautiful. She was just looking like Savitri. They got her here for the Yagyashala, and then she's sitting with Brahma. So this girl, she comes and sits with Brahma, and the other Savitri now is dressed up, and then she enters the arena, sacrificial arena. She sees, oh, Brahmaji already invited somebody else. He could not wait for me. I was getting ready. He couldn't, and then she sees, what is this? Right now, she was looking very beautiful, but after seeing some other Gopakanya, some other gopis sitting with Brahmaji, her face, came down. She's like, what did you do? You could not wait for me for the yagya? You're going to do yagya with this girl now? All right, you do the yagya with this girl. I am leaving. You only deserve some low-class girl only. I am going. You're not worth me. And then she got very angry. When she got very angry, the wind started blowing. Wind was scared. Wind started blowing. And when the wind started blowing, the fire in the sacrificial homa, it started increasing in its form. So the fire is increasing, the wind is blowing, and all the priests were like scared that what is going to happen. And everybody else started running here and there, that Savitri is angry, and the wind is out of control, and the fire is out of control. Everybody started running here and there, and the whole earth started shaking, and everybody got scared. And then the Brahma and Vishnu and Shiva were standing there. They didn't know what to do, how to calm Savitri now. So they started singing stutis for Savitri. And then Savitri said, I'm not going to listen to anybody. I'm not going to listen to anybody. And she left from there. When she left from there, the Devtas were sent, go follow her, get her. So Indra and everybody, they went after her, and they saw that Savitri is gone to some highest mountain. When Indras and everybody went there, Savitri got more angry. And from her anger came out more Shaktis, more. And these Shaktis went to the Devtas and then tied all the Devtas, and then these Shaktis took the Devtas and put them in a cave. So all the Devtas, Yama, Agni, Varun, Kuber, Nairita, Marut, all the 11 Rudras, all the 8 Vasus, Vishwadi, everybody was captivated by Savitri's Shaktis, and they were put into prison, and the prison was a cave. Savitri is angry, and the whole earth is burning. All the Devtas were imprisoned. What do we do now? Then Hari and Vishnu, they were talking to each other. Now Hari and Vishnu went to Hari Vishnu went to Lakshmi and Parvati. They brought Lakshmi and Parvati, and Lakshmi and Parvati then went to Savitri, and they started saying that, Savitri, you should not be angry like this. Calm down. This is not right. And while they were talking like this, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, they also reached there. Now, when Brahmaji came here, Savitri, and already people are talking to her nicely. So now Savitri's anger has a little bit calmed down. And then she looks at Brahmaji. Brahmaji has come with his sorry face. After seeing his sorry face, Savitri is like, okay. Savitri is still burning. And then Lakshmi and Parvati, they remind her, Savitri, Bharti, you remember why you were created? You were created to help Brahmaji in all his yagyas. If he doesn't perform yagya, how will this world run? And you are supposed to support, and your duty is to support him in the yagya. Rather, you're getting angry like this, and the yagya is like disturbed now. The whole earth is burning. How are we going to do our roles if you are getting angry, Savitri? It does not suit you. You should not get angry at all. Calm down. It's not nice. She's like, I'm not able to calm down. I don't know. This anger is very difficult to control now. What do we do? So Lakshmi and Parvati didn't know anything. They started praying to Tripura. They prayed and they said, Maa Tripura, we want you to intervene here. Maa Tripura, you created all the three of us with different roles. And Savitri's anger is out of control. Maa Tripura, we want you to come here and now you intervene. You explain her what happened. This whole situation has got out of control. Oh, Maa Tripura, please, we are asking you to help us. And when they were praying like that, Maa Tripura actually appeared. How was she looking? Ratna Chitrambara Kalpa Dharam Mukata Shobhinim Chaturbuja Sahaja Ayudha Sambandhu Bandhuram Drishtva Pranamanam Chakrur Goryadya Bhakti Nirbhara Tasya Sannidhi Matrena Tamora Shirva Rune Vilayam Prodite Agachat Krodagni Sarvatastita Atham Tam Bharti Praha Tripura Hasita Anana. When Lakshmi and Parvati, all of them are praying, and Brahma, Vishnu, and everybody standing there, then Tripura Maa came. So Tripura looking very beautiful. Tripura when she comes, she's with all her reddish hue, beautiful ornaments, beautiful crown, and all kind of ayudh, all kind of weapons are in her hand. And it appeared like as if the sun is just rising. Millions of suns have just risen. So all the reddish color hue, she's coming. And then she looked at Bharti. Tripura looked at Bharti and Tripura smiled. She's like, Bharti, this anger that you're holding is not good. It's not good for anybody, nor for you. Leave this anger. And all the Shaktis which came out of this anger, stop them. It's not good. Become calm and look at look at everybody. Become peaceful and let the world become peaceful now. When Maa Tripura spoke like this, Bharti shook her head down. She started sulking in. Her anger calmed down. And then she became very peaceful. Tripura looked at Savitri. Savitri looked at Tripura. Savitri said some prayers to Tripura. And then she asked for forgiveness. She says, Devi Tripura, I did a lot of bad things. I should not have done it. I feel very regretful now. I'm repenting. In anger, I lost my control. And because of losing the control, I have done a lot of harm. I am really now when I'm calm, I feel I should not have done that. So I am sorry about that. I beg you forgiveness. I want to repent for it. I am under your control. Oh, Maa Tripura, I am your servant. Please forgive me. And I am taking your refuge. Maa Tripura is happy. And Maa Tripura said, don't worry, my child. Oh, Savitri, go back to Brahma and sit with him in the yagna and make this yagna successful. But Savitri says, Ma, you're asking me to go back to Brahma. I don't want to go back to him. Typical lady habit. So angry that even though you say, I want to repent, you're like, I don't want to see his face again. So she's like again, oh Ma, I don't feel like going to Brahmaji again. He has insulted me enough. And he's already sitting with somebody else. You think I should go and now sit with him? No, I don't feel like. I just want to live here in this place, in this mountains. This is a better place for me. And I want to just keep meditating upon you. And I'll be more happy just meditating upon you than going and sitting with Brahma again in that yagna. He has already discarded me. So please, Ma, don't send me back to Brahmaji. I don't want to go back to Brahmaji. I'll sit here and meditate. Now we are on 39th sloka. 39th chapter. Tata praha vidhir devim stutva natva puna puna maheshwari tavagyaya sito asmi nikilatmana tavagyamantara loke ka samarto vichestitum vigyapayami kinchitva matastat kripaya shunu. So she's saying like this, and Brahmaji looked at Tripura. Brahmaji started praying to Tripura. Brahmaji says, oh Devi, you are residing in everybody's heart, and I am doing everything as per your orders. Without your orders, nothing can happen. So I am asking you, I'm putting this request, this plea at your lotus feet. O Parashive, if Savitri, O Tripura Maa, if Savitri is not coming and, if Savitri does not leave her anger completely, if she does not forgive me, if she does not come with me and sit in the yagya, how will everybody in the world be happy? She had already got angry at me at one time. And because of that, this whole thing happened here. She had cursed me one time that I'll be sitting with a lowly woman, lowly caste. So today it happened. I lost. I forgot. And then I brought her. So I know I did a very wrong thing. I should not have done that. So Brahmaji is also now regretful. He's like, I should not have done that. And for coming ages, people will, everybody, all of them are going to ridicule me. So that I sat down in the yagya. Savitri didn't sit with me in the yagya. So I sat down in the yagya with this gopi who is who's from the low caste. So I don't know what to do. People are going to humiliate me. People are going to insult me. So if you understand my state of mind, please help me. What I should do? So Devi says, don't worry. I'm going to tell you, this lady who is this gopi with whom you sat down, even though to you it appears that she is born out of a low caste, but you do not know the past. I'm going to tell you the past. So what is the past? He said, once upon a time, there was a Brahmana. And that Brahmana's name was Haryaksha. When we read Lalita Trishati, in that, the Haryaksha's name comes. Haryaksha Pujita. So Haryaksha is a devotee of Maa Tripura. So Haryaksha was praying, doing tapasya. While he was doing tapasya, he went to a place called Suparshva and he was doing tapasya of Devi Savitri. Savitri is Bharti, Saraswati. So Haryaksha was praying to Savitri and Savitri was very pleased with his prayers and Savitri appeared to him. And Savitri said, "Oh Brahmana, what is it that you're looking for? Ask. I will give you everything. Do you want to become Indra? Or do you want to become Chandra? Do you want to become Kuber? Which post do you want? I can give you any of this post. I am Savitri. I am the wife of Brahma. So if I tell Brahma to make you Kuber in this universe, he'll make you. If I tell Brahma, make you Indra in that universe, he'll make you. What is it that you're looking for? Oh Haryaksha, tell me." Haryaksha looked at Maa Savitri and said, "Savitri, Maa, I know you can give me anything, but I am not praying for all these things. While I was doing my tapasya, once upon a time, I just saw one gopi. She was going there in the jungles with her cows, and I got attracted towards her. So during that tapasya, I broke that tapasya and I was so attracted, I forgot. I just ran after that lady. I caught hold of her by force. And I asked her that I like her and I want to be with her. And she said no. And when she said no, I could not control my lust. I forced myself upon her. And while I was forcing myself upon her, Naraji passed through that place. Naraji looked at me. And Naraji asked to stop. And I didn't listen to Naraji. And Naraji then cursed that you are a Brahmana. And you are forcing yourself on a woman against her wishes. This is the most worst thing you can do. This is not nice. What you're doing, you're going to suffer for it. It is absolutely not good. And because of this karma of yours, this is the lowliest karma, lowly karma. Because of this lowliest karma, even though you're born a Brahmana, even though you have all these tapasyas, even though you have so much of Shakti, because of your low thinking, because of your low action, you are going to fall down in a low category, lower birth. And after that, because you were attached to this Gopakanya, to this Gopi, you will be born in a cowherd tribe. So he is a Brahmana born in a cowherd tribe. In India, cowherd tribe will be coming in the third category, Yadav, or the lower category. Okay. So after that, Maharshi left from there. So this guy, Haryaksh, suddenly he came to senses. What did I do? I was doing so much tapasya, and all my tapasya lost just because lust overcame me. And lust for what? For this low lady. Oh my God, he just ran behind Narad. He's like, Naradji, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I should not have done this. I don't know what happened to me. You have caused me to go into the lower. Okay, but there has to be something, right? I can come out of this. Some remedy for your curse. What should I do? Narad said, I can't do anything. You should go and pray to Maa Tripura. Maa Tripura, if she helps you, then she will help you. Or you are praying to Savitri, just pray to Savitri, maybe she will help you. So he went back, and then he started praying to Savitri again. So when he was praying, so Savitri has appeared now. Savitri appeared and said the same thing. She said, okay, so you don't want Indra's post, you don't want Kubera's post, you don't want Chandra's post, then what is it that you want? So Haryaksh says, this curse that I got, that I'll be born in lower caste, I want to come out of the curse. Can you please help me? Savitri said, don't worry. It's a blessing in disguise. She says, I am really suffering because of the curse. So please help me. Looking at the Brahmana, Savitri said, oh Haryaksha, listen to me. I'm going to tell you how this curse is going to end. So you will definitely be born in a family of Gopa, in a family of cowherd. And in this, there is no doubt. But in one of the births, okay, I will be born to you as your daughter. And you will be, and Vishnu, he will come to you, to your home as your son. And because of him becoming your son, you will become very famous in this world and forever. So that thing that, when he prayed to Savitri, Savitri is saying, Savitri, who is Savitri? Savitri is the form of Tripura. So she has blessed. She says, you will become a cowherd because Narad Muni has said that's what's going to happen. But don't worry. I will, Tripura, basically Tripura. Tripura says, I will be born to you as a daughter in one of the birth. And Vishnu will come as your son and you will be serving Vishnu. So what is that birth? That birth is Krishna's birth and Krishna's sister, Yogamaya. And this Haryaksha became Nanda Gop, Nanda Baba, Nanda Yashoda. So Haryaksha became Nanda and his house came Yogamaya. And Yogamaya, you know the stories, right? So Yogamaya was taken to Kansa's prison. And then Yogamaya goes away from there. And then Krishna comes to Nandagop's house. So that Krishna is Vishnu's incarnation and Nandagop is taken care of. So Haryaksha stories continue as Nandagop. Now here, she says, Saraswati has said that there, in the same place, there will be a daughter born who nobody will be able to talk anything about it. And this will be the highest of everything. And this daughter will be worshipped there. So there will be two avatars now. Okay, there are going to be two incarnations. One incarnation is the incarnation which I spoke, and the other incarnation is the incarnation where I will be coming as your daughter. So two incarnation. In one incarnation, I'll come as your daughter. Another incarnation, Tripura will come as Yogamaya, and she will be taking care of. So in that other incarnation, also you will be Nandagop. So this incarnation, so two incarnations she has already. So Haryaksha is going to have two incarnations. So one incarnation, Saraswati came as his daughter. And that daughter is Gayatri. That Gayatri was brought to Brahmaji, with whom he sat down, and all this big fight happened. So Tripura is not telling, Savitri, calm down. This Gayatri who sat down with Brahmaji here today in the sacrificial arena is you yourself. She is your extension. You have forgotten because of me. But now let me remind you, this Gayatri, even though she appears that she has come from a low tribe, but you only had given this blessing to this Haryaksha who has become this low tribe man now. So because of your blessing, Gayatri is born. And Gayatri carries your ansha, your part. So Gayatri, even though she's from a low tribe, but she is your ansha. She's your expansion. And you are my expansion. So indirectly, she is my expansion. And then another birth is going to happen where I will be coming as Yogamaya, and Vishnu is also going to come, and the same Leela is going to happen. So here, Tripura is not looking at Savitri and telling Savitri, look at this Gayatri. She has come from your ansha. Because of the curse, you have forgotten. And you are yourself become now two form. One is a Savitri and one is Gayatri. And when Tripura told all these things, Savitri is like, okay, this is me only. All right. Now she feels happy. And then Tripura is looking at all the men over there, the Gopas and all the Devtas. She looked at the Devtas and said, all you Devtas, listen. This Gayatri, who is sitting with Brahma right now, even though she appears as a Gopakanya, as a daughter of the tribe, of the coward tribe, but she has come from me. Her Vani, her speech has come from me. She is Parashakti. So now she's going on display, telling, Savitri Pashyavat Setvam Nijancha Prabhavami Mam Shapena Naisha Vigyata Swameva Isha Dvidhasita Sutvetam Tripura Vakyam Gayatri Swatma Rupinim Prayatacheshta Savitri Pratibimbam Yathatmana Anugrahena Sri Devya Labdva Shapatam Smritim Santushta Vivadyantam Shantam Prakratimasita Athovacha Mahadevi Tripura Vidhi Mukhyagan Gayatriyam Madbhutva Madhvagarupa Parayata. So now Tripura is telling the importance of Gayatri. She's saying, this Gayatri who is sitting with Brahmaji, she is an expansion of Savitri. She is my form itself. She is the form of Vani. She's form of speech. Ena varnamayim sarve mukha bahu rujajanaha. She says, she is varnamayi, all the varnas, again, the letters, the alphabets. She is all the alphabets, and she is expanded herself as alphabet. She is my mouth. She is my hands. She is my thighs. She is everything. And she has come to you, oh Brahmaji. So you are very lucky. And she said, oh Brahmaji, understand this thing. You looked at her and you called her to be sitting with you. It only happened because of the curse of Savitri. So do not worry. Nobody will curse you. Nobody will humiliate you ever. She is not a lowly born child. This Gayatri is pure as me. And she is my daughter. She is born out of me. This Savitri will be worshipped by everybody, and this Gayatri will be worshipped by everybody. All the Devtas listen. Gayatri is my daughter. And I am Gayatri. Look at my daughter. There is no difference between her and me. Now, when we say daughter, see, I'm saying the word daughter, but it means ansh. Ansh means part and parcel. So like I say, my hand is my ansh. It's my part. And my daughter is also my part. The same way, in that sense we talk, okay? So she says, so Tripura is saying, Gayatri is my daughter. She is carrying all my energy. She is my part. You see me? Tripura says, you are seeing this Tripura, this form is Gayatri. There is no difference between her and me. You appearing that she's from low tribe. No, she is powerful enough to purify anybody. Gayatri, now I'm going to explain the ritual. So in our country, in the Vedic rituals, the Brahmanas, the higher class, the Brahmanas and the Kshatriyas, they are given the Gayatri. They are given the initiation. The process is this high class people, they'll send their students. In those times, this is not happening anymore, very few places when it was created. So this higher class people, their kids, when they will go to higher class schools, it's even in today's world, like if somebody has enough money, they'll send their students to international school. All the celebrities will send their students to different schools. So similarly, those higher class kids are Brahmanas and the Kshatriyas. They will go to higher class gurus. And when they go to those higher class gurus, they are given admission. And their admission is initiation. That initiation, during the initiation, they are given this thread. A thread ceremony happens. In that thread ceremony, they are given the Gayatri mantra. And then they are told the procedure to follow the system for that Gayatri mantra. Now, this Gayatri mantra, during the initiation, that thread is given. In that thread, there are three threads in that, okay? So, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are put into them. And then these people have to take care of this thread. So, in the morning, so as a small kid, when you enter Guru's ashram, 6, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, there are different age groups decided for Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. So you enter 9 years, the average you take. So the kid is now from the age 6, 7 or 9, he started doing this Janev, then taking care of the thread. And in the thread, in those times, they could understand Sanskrit language. So all the rituals were given in Sanskrit language. Basically, the process was that you have to remember Bhagwan, starting from morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. So you have to remember Bhagwan. These three Bhagwan are always there with you. You are carrying them and their energy is always there in you and you are purifying. And the student starts from there. And then meditation on that. Sun's morning. There are Gurukuls. Even now, I've been to Gurukuls in India and I saw this process. But I told you, it is in very few pockets, not everywhere. So the students get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 4 o'clock they'll get up. 8 or 9-year-old kids or 6-year-old kids also. And first thing they'll do is they'll do their Gayatri, their puja, their tarpan, everything. All the rituals. And they are taught. And then they by themselves will, in the afternoon, they'll repeat it. In the evening, they'll repeat it. So the Gayatri is happening. They are chanting the Vedas. They are practicing all that. So that is why there was a certain rule given in our Vedas that this thing has to be given to Brahmanas or this thing has to be given to twice born. Not to everybody. Now, there is always a fight. Why not given to girls? Why not given to this thing? There are so many rules and regulations for Gayatri. The rules and regulation is this. You have to get up. You have to respect that thing. That thing is not just a thread. That thing is you're carrying the energy of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, the responsibility of there in you. You have to connect with God. It is not just a simple mantra, it's for fashion or for show. No. In Kali Yuga, different thing has happened now. Kali Yuga, we keep chanting this mantra anywhere and everywhere. And then ladies are fighting. Why are we not getting Gayatri? The reason was this. The rules and regulation, ladies, how are you going to follow? Those times, remember the ancient times. So the ladies are at home, joint families, villages. How are they? Ladies have to, at 4 o'clock, if the man is getting up, the ladies also have to get up at 3 o'clock. They have to start their kitchen work. They have to clean the house. That was their work. The division of labor. It is not like today's time, right? Everybody's getting up in the morning. Everybody's going to job. The ladies are also going to job. Man is also going to job. Everybody's coming. And then, the culture was different. So men, young men are going to school. Young girls are being taught different arts. They'll be taught arts of dancing, arts of singing, arts of cooking, art of different cooking. So girls were taught different arts, men were taught different things based on their nature. And everybody is not going to earn money because food is enough, ample because of farming. Milk is ample because of cows. And greed was less because there was barter system. So this cowherd tribe, they will live on the mountain tops because there is good grass over there. So they live on the mountain top. So they get milk from there because they're herding cows. So they get the milk down, and the down people are farming. So they'll give the milk and these people will give the grains. So there was barter system. People were less greedier, and the system was balanced. So there was not this competition. Why guys are getting, why we are not getting. Guys have been given different roles, different responsibilities, and they have to be responsible for their family. If the guy is spiritual enough, he can take care of his entire family spiritually and he'll everything. So those were the times. Anyways, so this whole thing, Gayatri, that mantra, Gayatri mantra was given. Small kids were taken into the Gurukul initiation, and then they were taught. And then, at the age 16, 17, when their college is done, Gurukul is done, then they were given a choice whether you want to go get into family. And again, the family's desire also. If the family wants, yes, they should. But now when the student, with the guy is coming from the Gurukul, he's a different person. He has not only taken an education where he has to go for a job. He has taken a full education. He knows about other subjects also, and he knows about spiritual subjects also. Unlike today's education system, we only know those subjects which will give us good jobs. We do not know the purpose of life. Those students, Gurukul system was started to give them the purpose of life. So it was like that. So this was given to all the higher people. Now, Gayatri, the story, when you see in the story, Gayatri is in the Yadav class. She's in the low caste. The stories are given in such a manner that everybody is important to everyone. This Gayatri, though appears from low class, this girl, but she is, Tripura says, she is my Rupa. She is the one who is going to purify the upper classes. So do not think you are higher and you are something different and now you are chanting the Gayatri. She says, Gayatri is me. Even though you see me in the Gopa class, do not consider it lowly. And in the same Gopa class, I am going to be born as Yogamaya and Vishnu is going to come in that class. So Brahma may be higher class. All of you are higher class Devtas. This Gayatri is coming all the way to Brahmalok. Though it is coming from the lower class. But do not consider anybody as lower. Gayatri is my expansion. So to bring that balance in all the castes, and same way when you read Gita also, Bhagavan also says this. The higher class is not higher because they are higher. Bhagavan says Brahmana is my head. Kshatriyas are my arms. Vaishyas are my stomach and Shudras are my feet. So what people understand it, misunderstand it basically. People will say, oh, Shudra is lower class and Brahmana is higher class. Bhagavan says, it is not by birth. It's by your nature and by the kind of work you do. I have made these 4 divisions. These are divisions of society which I have made based on your guna karma vibhagasha, based on your guna, based on your nature and based on your karmas. But that doesn't make you higher or lower. So 4 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each is dependent on the other. What is the purpose? Brahmana is higher. Can this head exist without the feet? So the hierarchy is not like that. But in the society, we made hierarchies like that. Misunderstanding. So here, when we read the Tripura Rahasya, this is what it is. She says, okay, to you appears like lowly born. She is not lowly born. And Savitri, she is your expansion. And she is my form. Everybody understand? Gayatri means anybody in low class also. They can also be very learned. And if you see somebody very learned in low class, it's me. Knowledge is not high class or low class. Knowledge is knowledge. Knowledge is Gayatri. Knowledge is Savitri. And I am there everywhere. I am that knowledge. I am that energy of knowledge. This is what the whole story, the essence of the story is. This, even though we are reading, but this is what the essence of the story is. Okay. So she says, I am Gayatri. Look at my daughter. Look at my part. And those who have eyes, she says that. आंख वाले से देखे ये अंबिका है. She is Ambika. She is, so everybody's looking. And then everybody saw that Gayatri is actually come out from, so Gayatri was sitting there, and while Gayatri is sitting there, everybody saw that the same Gayatri now enters into the body of Tripura. So Tripura made it very clear, this Gayatri who was sitting here is me. Now I'm taking her inside. Savitri, now you go and sit with Brahma and finish this yagna. After that, Savitri came and the yagna was finished. And then, but while this was happening, the father also of that Gop Kanya also came there. The father came along with the other villagers. They're like, what was happening here? Brahmaji, you took away my daughter and you made her sit there. This is not right. How can you get my daughter without even my permission and make her sit like your wife and pray? This is not right. Tripura looks at the father and says, calm down. I'm going to tell you. Even though you feel like she's your daughter, but this was the whole story. She's Savitri's part and parcel. And now she's my part and parcel. She has become my daughter. So forget about it. Nothing wrong has happened to your daughter. Everything is all good. And then the Gopa says, oh, Devi Shankari, I really got confused. Thank you for opening my eyes. You were at my home as my daughter. You are Parashakti. You are Maheshwari. But I could not really understand that. Oh, Devi, I feel very grateful. Thank you very much for coming to my home. Oh, Bharti, I am very happy with you. And I bow down to all of you. So after that, listening to his prayer, Devi was very happy. And then she said, oh, Gopa, listen, understand me as Parashakti. And I am spread everywhere. I'm omnipresent. And I am myself present in all these three forms, in the Savitri and this Devta form. I am the one. And now your daughter is in me. I'm not going to come back reborn again as your daughter. And but in future, you will be reborn as Nandagop. And in that Nandagop Leela, I will come back to you again. In this form, I will not be. This is done. This incarnation, this form is done. Next incarnation is Nandagop incarnation. You will be born there. I will come there as Katyayani. And my younger brother, he will be also coming to you. And we both together will do many Leelas at your place. And you will be famous in the world. And in Kali Yuga, I will go and I will reside in Vindhyachal mountains. And from there, I will be taking care of everybody. And for 1 month, all the gopis will be worshipping me as Katyayani Vrat. And I will give them everything that they want, because the gopis are going to ask for my brother Vishnu as husband, which is very difficult. But I will fulfill all their desires. So when Maa blessed him like this, all the Gopa, the Kaur tribe people who were standing there were very happy, and all of them worshipped her, and all of them went back. And Savitri was with Brahmaji, and then Savitri also left there, and then they finished the yagya, and yagya was over. And then tomorrow we will hear some more things about Gayatri, a prayer of Gayatri, and after that we are going to hear the story of Katyayani as Yogamaya in Vrindavan. So we'll hear those stories tomorrow. All right, let me just read your comments and we'll end it up. All right, Jayma. Akshara, that which is eternal, yes, has no end, infinite, and Matruka Varna Mala is Gayatri, specific design to speak, write, and sing. The eternal tune is by Ma. Yes, yes. Matrika Nyas helps bringing in peaceful energy. Yes. Matrika Varna Mala Nyas. Yes. I think we do it, but I'm missing it in my mind. Pranama, words of Brahma. So we should use them carefully, right, Ma? Yes, yes, yes. And use them powerfully, carefully, not for any distractions, but to attract everything that you want. You are powerful incarnation of Bhagavan, understand? So words are powerful. They have written a book in this world, secret. Secret is nothing. This is the secret. You are so powerful. Your words are so powerful. Your mind is so powerful. You should know how to attract. Everything is there in the universe. You should know how to attract. So use your words and attract. Nyasa means positions. Yes, protection, managing ability. Each letter has its position on body, outer organs and inner organs of psyche. Antarmatrika and Bahanmatrika Nyas. 52 letters are placed as per their order in the Manmala. Yes, yes. Sanskrit, there are 52 letters and we place it in our body. Vishwaji, we do it. I think it's the protection that we do in before sadhana and every day. That is, yeah. There's matrika nyas, but nyas what we call is a long nyas. We do nyas when we do pujas. Lalita Tripura Sundari puja you guys do. So you use the beej mantras. But matrika nyas is a separate nyas. All the like a, e, u, these are our consonants, right? So all these nyasas are done in different parts of the body. A, e, u, e, o. Ang aha ka kha gang kang khang chang chang jang jang yang tang tang nang 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 tang tang nang nang pong pong nang. So all these nyasas are done in different parts of the body, also in the chakras. So there is one system of nyasa. Okay. Those who want to do a long procedure of sadhana, this whole procedure will take, doing matrika nyas and doing placing of the syllables and Devi in every body part will at least, takes 2 hours. The whole sadhana, doing the nyas. And then after doing the nyas, the puja. Then after doing the puja, you do the japa. So take easily 2.5 to 3 hours. So those who want to do the nyas. But those who don't want to do such a big nyas system. So this was very practical when people are living with the Guru's ashram. You're not worried about anything. And there is a schedule. But when you're not living at the Guru's ashram, such long procedures are very difficult to implement. So we have shorter nyasas. We do nyasas with just the mantra. We know that this mantra is carrying that sound, and that sound is Gayatri. So Lalita's mantra is Gayatri herself. Because Lalita said, I am Gayatri. So the mantras that you get, the mool mantras are Gayatris themselves. So we don't have to worry about all these big nyasas. If we can do, great, good to know. If we cannot do, no worries. You're doing the chanting of the mantras, that sound is carrying the Gayatri, that energy. Yes, nyasa means organization or seat of management. We have to execute an extraordinary control on our words, letters, internal and external. Nyasa is also control. So it helps us build a calmness and peace in mind when we practice it over time. Yes. These matrika varnas are vowels or consonants. Yes, as I told you now. Got it. So what we are doing as well. In Vedic Sandhya, in Viniyog, both are mentioned Gayatriya, Savitriya, Devta. Yes. Shudras carry me like feet, carry me to walk anywhere. Purusha Sukta, yes. Jai Ma Lalita Ambika. All right, good understanding, good discussion. So we'll end it up here now and we'll meet tomorrow. Jai Ma. Jai Shri Krishna.